Yo, 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 yo. We here. Roy and Ratchet podcast. Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Oh, we still here, which I thought we was about to leave.
Never.
Now we here for the long haul. We here to stay.
You heard? No, let me stop.
Domo, what up?
What up?
How's it going?
Oh my God. It's going really, really well. I know I always say it's going really, really well. So let me elaborate a little bit. Yeah. Today was a good day. Ice Cube voice. I wish I could. Let me say it again. Today was a good day.
All right.
Yo, today was really a good day.
All right, that's good.
How about you?
I'm here. You know, I can't complain. We're maintaining. I'm always good when it's time to do the podcast. And no matter how the day was going, which it was a good day, even though it was a good day, I'm always better when it's time to do the podcast. So I'm here. This is my therapy.
Yes.
I get to hang out with my homie.
Know
what I mean? So anyway, so I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been showing us love. You know what I mean? Everybody that's hitting us up on IG, Royal Ratchet Podcast. Everybody that's been watching us now on YouTube. Episodes 2, 3, and 4 up on YouTube right now. So go check that out. We just continue to absorb all the feedback that everyone's been giving to us. And we're going to continue to bring it. You know what I mean? Like we've always been doing. So episode 5.
Episode 5. What's episode 5 about?
So
I'm kind of excited. I know what it's about.
So in lieu of Valentine's Day, which is coming up, and by the time you guys hear this,
it's going to be happy side chick, side dude day.
All that, right? Mm-hmm. This episode is about how important is sex in a relationship.
Oh, you're going to have to bring that over here, bro. Oh, yeah.
So we talking about sex this episode. Definitely how important sex is in a relationship. And we talking about all the angles, you know what I mean? What's the appropriate number for amount of time of sex for the month? What do you think that is?
Right. Well,
I'm about to give away a whole appetite right now.
Nah, this is why I didn't want to. All right, I'm not gonna lie. When we first were talking, when we set out a few topics for these episodes,
yeah,
and I definitely was fearful of this one because
fearful for what?
I mean, it is a convo, but
listen. We all grown. We having this is a mature podcast.
It's not even to say that I'm scared to talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about it, but it's just like, all right, fuck it, let's talk about it. Me personally, if it was up to me, I want a quickie in the morning. I'm realistic, you know what I mean? We all got to get up early and like, you know what I mean? I got to be to work for 7 o'clock. So boom, we do the rollover thing. That's fine. But when I get home, I expect so at least 4 times a week. That would be realistic for me. And I'm not talking about the number of times. I'm just talking about 4 times a week, like 4 days out of the week.
Okay.
Not necessarily the number amount.
So that could drastically increase if you're not talking about a number. If you said 4 days out of the week, and a possibility of 2, 3
and that's
times. Not
including oral. So like let's talk about, because like some people will be like, sex, what do you mean sex? Like, are you just talking about like penetration? Nah. Yeah, so that's not even including All right,
so 4 times, say 4 times for the week, times 4, that's 16 times a month. That's, to some people, that's a big appetite.
That's not even a lot, honestly. I was being modest.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I don't have a specific number. I don't know if it's a specific number. It's more of, the vibe, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't want to, give it an average or nothing like that. But I think at least 2 or 3 times a week should be the norm for anyone. I mean, for any healthy relationship. And that's still my personal opinion. That's not like, the law and nothing like that.
No, we're not doctors. We're not like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, we both are giving opinions. And like, I feel this is just my opinion, like you said. It varies for couples because like you have to factor in different factors, right? Or different variables, I should say. So
people work,
people have children,
people got school, people have other extracurricular activities that they
age differences, right?
Stuff, you know what I mean? Health differences, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like in any healthy, vibrant relationship, just like how communication is important, I think sex is one of those building blocks.
Sex is really important, but for some people, like the percentage varies. Like for me, it's up there. It's up there with communication. Them shits is like they running neck and neck. It's like sex and communication, communication and sex. Oh, you can't talk there. We fucking like yo. We gonna take. You angry? Come here.
You know what I mean? So either way, right? That's how I was looking at it too. So.
Niggas done told me I was crazy before. Like, you crazy. We just had a whole fucking yes. Yes. Take it out on this. You know what I
mean? I agree.
That's just me.
I think it's funny because I was making a little inside joke to myself, and I was like, if relationship is a house, then sex is the walls, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, if you ain't got no walls, you know, I was
it falls down.
Yeah, but I was using the female no wall. Well,
I'm talking about walls, period. If you don't have no walls, then the house falls down. But
so that was the importance to say. I really think that it's a big component in the whole, you know, healthy relationship thing. You know what I mean? Talking about sex and you know what I mean, getting engaged in sex and having, you know what I mean, feeding that appetite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even if it's all right. Because I know, like, I actually asked people this week. I'm not even gonna lie. I asked people on the gram, I asked people at work, and I mean, clearly it's not a work appropriate question, but it is what it is. We're all adults. And it definitely varies. Some people told me, like, you know what? It's not even a weekly thing. Yeah. Because sometimes it's a monthly thing. Because like you said, it's about vibes, right? So sometimes it'll be like, yo, we had a dry week. Like, everybody's tired or whatever the case may be. But then it'll be like a weekend when you make up for the whole past 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Somebody was like, yo, during the week, it's crazy. But on the weekend, so I make up for that shit. And I was like, oh, okay, I could see it.
Well, that's dope. I mean, I feel like if you have that kind of relationship with your significant other as far as, you know what I mean, scheduling, you know, when you're going to have sex and making it lit when it's time to have sex, you know what I mean, then, you know, you could do that. So I think that's definitely a big part of it.
Oh, I don't want to schedule shit, though. That shit was whack. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way I'm going to be like, babe, let's look at your calendar. What are you doing on Monday the 21st? Fuck out of here, nigga. Come fuck me. Like, what the? Like, who does that? Who's really scheduling shit? That shit is whack. I'm sorry. My shit don't get wet for that. I'm sorry. It don't get wet for that.
Yeah, so what I'm saying,
I'm not penciling in nobody. This ain't a meeting.
Some people are that coordinated. I'm not saying I'm that coordinated. I'm just saying
I can't tell myself to be in the mood. Like, yo.
Some people are that organized though.
Like, it's 8 o'clock.
I actually saw a whole blog about that, about people, you know, making schedules to have sex and making that time to do whatever. So I'm not knocking that. If that works for you, that works for you. Me personally, I like to be a spontaneous individual, so I ain't trying to plan my sexual escapade with you. I think that makes it work. I ain't trying to work. I'm trying to work, but I ain't trying to work.
I'm trying to get this work. Yeah, come get this work.
I'm trying to work, but I ain't trying to make it a chore to have sex.
Let me clarify that, because it's like, okay, maybe you do need to schedule, but I mean like, yo, babe, what's your schedule this week? Because some people's schedules are crazy. You be like, yo, I'm off on Thursday and Friday. Yeah. I bet Thursday, Friday, you better drop them chores as soon as you come through the fucking door. And that's a fact. I don't care. And I say it. So and I know.
You Debo in the dick.
I'm Debo in the dick. Because if I wanted this, if you mine, you mine. You're mine. I don't care about, like, no, that part is mine. Period. That's it. And if you don't want to give it up, then we don't need to be together. That's it. I don't care. Come through the door, you be like, I'm sweaty, I'm dirty. I ain't ask you all that.
Violent relationship.
I ain't ask you all that.
I'm with it. I hear what you're saying.
Don't care. That's it.
So, all right, you're talking about sexual escapades and how long. So, how long should an actual round be? A second.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because, all right, being from a Caribbean background, you listen to music, you listen to dancehall, all of that is about, you know, going along and, you know what I mean? And you hours and hours of deep daggering sex.
Deep whack daggering. I don't want nobody fucking trying to
judge, bro. I'm just telling you what it is.
I
right?
know. So, I'm judging.
So
I'm a woman. I'm feeling it.
So how long should an average session be?
Some women may not agree with me, but I think, and I'm gonna be courteous to the guys, right? I want to say anywhere between 7 to 15 minutes is a good round. I'm telling you, I'm so serious. Fuck that. You want to laugh because you be on your gym and you always like, I'm a Caribbean man and I'm so macho and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, after 15 minutes, if we ain't busting a bunch of, like, and I'm talking about sex, not foreplay. I'm talking about sex, like the actual round of sex, right? The act. of penetration.
Yeah.
After that shit, if there's no foreplay involved and shit, I'm not getting dry and letting you pound away to fucking pat yourself on the back. I'm not hurting myself
women,
for you.
Yo, honestly, sometimes women are contradictory, yo. Because honestly, the whole 1 minute man and he did this and he bust so quick and he nut off so quick. And then you gonna tell me 7 minutes?
I done had some good 7 minutes. Shout out to y'all 7. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you, if it's good, it's good. I don't care. Because then you could... It's rounds. It's levels to this shit.
Yeah,
but if it was just 7 minutes and the nigga turned over and I had to go make myself nut, then that's a difference. I'm not talking about that.
Some people are like, who tell you he got rounds in there? I mean, if he gonna give you the best 7 minutes of your life, then
I done had the best 7 of my minutes.
Well, kudos to him. But personally, and this is just me, and this is how I was raised. So this is the cliche that I'm used to. But if I go under a half hour, then I feel like I ain't do what I was supposed to do.
But I think the half hour includes foreplay, does it not? Or you pounding away for half an hour? And I don't even. This is TMI, BTW. Like, yo, we are like, this is like my bro. So I don't even want to hear this shit right now. But you know, this is one of the topics that we got to talk about.
I'm telling you, personally, this is me, my own personal opinion, right? This is not like, I'm not saying this is law, but I know for me that if I go under a half hour, on average, I want to have at least a half hour of sex.
Once again, that's not including foreplay.
Nah, this is foreplay is the setup. I'm talking about the actual. You know
so
what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna get into it with you because I know I'm not gonna. I don't even want to know.
But this is we having a mature conversations, right? So, and I'm not just talking, but straight up, just going straight to that. I'm a grown man. It's not like I'm some young boy. I'm not. But at the same time, I feel like in order for us to have like a connection and do, you know, this is it's not like I'm counting time in my head. So if I go 28 minutes, there's it's just more, I feel like that's a good round.
He was doing that Ben Stiller shit. Remember, he was like 1, 2, 3.
A good round for me is 30 minutes. Not, can I do a quickie? If I try, I mean, but
for you, but what about your partner? Because this is what I get from it too. Yeah. I feel like guys have their set goal, women have their set goal. We want certain things to happen. You want certain things to happen. But like, are you meeting your partner? Like, is that what your partner wants? Because I personally, like at a half hour, I'll probably be like, yo,
listen,
done?
but we talk about stamina, right? And how important that is, because guys don't know.
Are you changing positions? Are you kissing? Are you like
kissing?
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm asking about foreplay. Because I'm saying, because you're talking about a half an hour of stabbing it out. I don't want nobody stabbing out my hole, son. I really don't. I don't want no stab. I don't want no stabbing.
Maybe that came across a little bit harsh.
Yeah, so clarify. I don't want no stabbing.
The whole process. Minus maybe the foreplay, because the foreplay is set it up, right? I'm talking about
you need in between foreplay. I want you to.
Of course, you need that. You need all that, but I just feel like on average, a normal round is a half hour. That's for me, right? So if someone, personally, when I'm with my lady and we getting busy, I'm looking at about a half hour of action.
I agree to the half an hour, but I just don't think that right now in our 30s, people have 1, 2 jobs, blah, 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 whatever. Because so that came up too when I was asking certain people. And like I was saying, like I was being modest and I was like, well, what if the guy does manual labor? Maybe he's tired. And then every guy that I asked or whatever that I work with or whatever, and they were like, nah, what we do, being mentally tired is even worse.
True, but then even if you are mentally tired, right? You're talking about your female, your lady, you being stimulated by your partner. Like, I don't care how tired I am. I'm going in. I mean, and I'm never gonna, if my lady wants it, I'm not turning it down. And I'm not gonna be one of them people to be like, nah, not tonight. Who, me?
I can't. I would never. That's what I'm saying. I've been called crazy several times because I don't care. I will cook.
Doing that.
That's just 2 things I will always do. Yeah. Whether we had a biggest falling out in the world, I could have told you everything from under the sun, and you could have said everything under the sun. But you're not sleeping outside of my bed. Yeah. I might be upset. I might turn my back, but I'm doing this number right here, and I'm catching up because you definitely welcome, and I'm always gonna cook, and I'm always gonna feed you. So those are the 2 things that I'm very, very adamant about. Like, I don't play that.
We were talking before about foreplay, right? Like, is that still a thing? Like, in like today's world, because like you listen to how direct things are, especially like in music and on movies and shit
Lil
like that.
Durk suck on toes all the time. You don't hear him?
So, but like,
a little nasty.
Is because foreplay. I mean, when I was younger, you know, people made out. Like I used to make out with your girl or whatever. Y'all, you know, sitting in the couch smooching for hours and kissing necks and leaving hickeys and all that shit. I don't even know if niggas still like do all that or whatever. But nowadays, foreplay is more like just sucking dick and eating pussy. So it's like, is that really foreplay? If you just really just getting right to that point, you're not even doing because.
Yeah, niggas will suck a dick before they kiss now. Like, that's just wow, crazy. And we should have did a disclaimer before the episode. So disclaimer is a lot of explicit language. This isn't a mature episode.
Absolutely.
So if you don't want to hear the rest of it, log off now and tell a friend that actually like is into this stuff,
but
okay?
Truth be told, like that's where it's at right now. It's like I don't feel like there's any sensuality nowadays in sex, or not even, it's not really being portrayed on television either, or in the music or nothing like that we listen to. Everything is just so direct. It's like what we was listening to last week, and it was Big Drip. She was sucking a lick dick. I was like, okay, you know? So it's like there is not even no masquerade in the whole thing. No one is hiding it. It's just straight. So it's foreplay a thing. Like are people still?
Yeah, she want to suck on the lip dick.
Are people still engaging in like real sensual? Sex?
That's a broad question, and like, so it's going to be a real general answer. It depends on what it is. Me personally, if I'm in a relationship, and I think that's why I rather be in a relationship, because I want to do everything under the sun, like everything. Yeah, so if I'm just saying, today was a good day for me, today was a really good day. Everything. Right. So I rather be in a relationship because then you kind of like are safe. Like that's supposed to be like your safe haven. Like, you know what I mean? You have your one set individual that you do things with, so you can explore and do certain things with. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as far as like dating different people and having different casual partners, no. Yeah. Like I won't even like I can't even it's like the weirdest thing in the whole entire world. So then it defeats the whole purpose of like having sex, because now you're just having sex just to have sex, because now you can't enjoy doing certain things, right?
Well, I mean, just like anything else, though. I mean, sex, for you to have pleasurable sex, or for you to enjoy the whole thing, there's a level of comfortability that has to be there, and a lot of that is mental, right? So you got to be able to mentally set your mind at ease when you having sex with someone, or it's not gonna be enjoyable. Like
you messing with some random nigga and he on top of you, like, oh my god,
you know what I mean? And crazy, like
anywhere in the condom, this shit is whack. Oh my god.
Or you know what I mean? You smashing shorty, and as soon as you nut, you're like, damn son, why my dick burning? Or like, you know what I mean? Or why am I itching? It's like, all right, damn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't want to be having those thoughts in the back of your head. You want to be, comfortable. So it's always great if you can meet someone and have that level of comfortability where you don't have to be worrying about anything. So that, that's definitely a factor.
Yeah, I think people that meet people for the first time and kiss and do all that shit are serial killers. I'm sorry. Like,
it's a high possibility, because I don't know how, you don't know somebody like last name, or not even last name, but you don't know somebody from nowhere and you sucking them off or somewhere, or eating shorty box and you don't know her. You don't know you don't know if her period ended yesterday. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't know. It's
crazy, but these are the things that you're supposed to enjoy during sex. So this was like that casual partner shit is just, I don't know.
So we mentioned time. We mentioned stamina.
I know what's next.
Really and truly, and you're somebody that I respect. I respect your opinion. Besides you just being female, how important is size in this whole conversation?
All right.
And I mean, because women, listen, you break up with a girl and the first thing she's doing is
this little dick ass nigga. But no, but that's whack. I would never do that, because that says a lot about you. Like, if you was dealing with this person, especially if you dealing with somebody for years and you gonna go slay his name, like, don't slay his name, because you like something about that little dick. So I'm never gonna say that. Like, I think people be hurt because the niggas be doing the same shit. Like, yo, shorty pussy mad loose. Like, how was it loose? Or your dick was little? Which one was it? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's a muscle. So I don't even know. And all the shit. We have Kegels. They be selling all these yoni balls and all these. There's okay, so now to answer your question.
Yeah, please. Because I want to know how important size is to women.
Size is important, but it's not, I don't think it's what people think, because I work with a lot of guys, right? And I always talk about work because I spend a lot of time at work or whatever. And they always say like, oh, he must have a 10-inch dong because, you know, the way he blah, blah, like today, somebody went out the other day, like everybody went out for drinks, and some people got in the doghouse with their wives and then some people didn't. And one person, he never gets in it. So he's like, he never gets in it. So they were like, yo, you must have a 11-inch dong, da, da, da. And I'm like, nah, it don't even have nothing to do with that. Because on an average, I think 7 to 9. And you can laugh.
She said on average, 7 to 9 is a weapon.
All right, 7 is average. All right, so not 9. Not. I think 7 inches. Yeah. 5 to 7. 5 to 7. All right, I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna say 5 to 7 is average. I don't want anything more than, but I don't want
you just deflated a lot of people just now.
Really? No, so I'm saying 5 to 7. And growers and showers, you know what I mean? If you ain't a shower and you a grower, that's all right too. But you got to show me that you growing though. No,
you just broke a lot of.
We gonna have we gonna have like a semi foreplay session. No kissing, but you could be on the neck and the cities and then if you grow, then you know what I mean. But 5 to 7.
You just broke a lot of horses now.
And you gotta have some girth. I don't know about that long skinny shit. Like,
oh man,
what?
I'm just saying, you just 7.
7 is long. Hell yeah. We should have brought a damn tape measure. You brought a tape measure.
What we gonna be measuring?
What's 7? What's 7 inches? What's all right? What's 7 inches?
No, but I damn well
why you don't have a tape measure?
I damn well know that is not
7 inches is not average.
I don't think so.
I think 7 inches is average.
We have to Google that, but I'm telling you, 7 inches.
5 to 7, and then it's not even about. It's not even about that.
That might be a black woman's average. You know what I mean? Or a Caribbean woman's
5 to 7 then. I'm gonna say 5 to 7. Fine.
5 to 7 maybe.
5 to 7. And it's not even about the size.
But here's just how I look at it. And it's just I feel like how it's better to be lengthy and have it than not to have it.
No, because you're not a woman.
So it's like you need size, you need stamina, and you need technique. That's what is involved in sex. Is the trifecta.
That's how you feel? You ever took buddy before? No. So you don't know. Like I don't. It's not better to have size because I've turned away. Like no lie.
I'm talking from a guy's perspective.
I'm like, yo, I'm good. Like
I'd rather have Shorty tell me, yo, take it easy than you be trying your hardest and not doing nothing.
Because then I don't want to say like I don't want to do this number and be like take it easy and then you whack because then it's whack because then you could tell you taking it easy.
I'd rather that be the case than Shorty tell you yo take it easy. Then
I don't want somebody to murder me with that 5 to 7. Go ahead, daddy.
Then you be trying to go there with your little your little deuce and you can't.
Nah, I'm gonna be a porn star on that 5 to 7. Like,
See, this is what I was trying to say. Women are so contradictory because then you want to do all kind of wild.
I'm doing wild tricks on your 5 to 7, spinning, doing all types of shit, and I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling so fucking I feel like a champion, motherfucker. Yes.
I don't know.
Like, girl, I took all of that. Like, all of that. I'm in the group chat. Like, yo, son, I wish I took a video because
But then, y'all on Pornhub and X videos watching Mandingo.
I don't watch Mandingo. It just so happens that the black dudes,
Lex Steele,
because Lex Steele is like one of the only black males on there.
All them dudes with the baby arm for a dick.
I don't want that shit. Them bitches be taking that. That's what they get paid for.
That's crazy. So I don't know. So is size important or
not? It depends. I feel like if you just fucking a nigga just to fuck him, size matters. But if you in a relationship, and son is not like the biggest person in the world. Once you really love a nigga, like women, I'm telling you, once you love a person, like feelings get involved. You do the foreplay thing. You be kissing, you be hugging, and every other thing like just like kind of gels together. So it's just like, he be feeling like the biggest nigga in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like that. But if you just messing with somebody just to sleep with them, that's when it happens. When we just be like, girl, I went to homegirl house.
So how do women get hooked?
How do you get hooked?
On
little dick?
Not even on dick period. Because that people talk about having raw sex, right? And having like
raw sex is just the
you telling me Shorty's just gonna get hooked on some deuce dude because it's raw sex?
No. Deuce dude probably did other things. Like it ain't only about the dick. Deuce thing, and just because he had a deuce don't mean he ain't make her come.
That's like
she probably had a fucking 11-inch mandingo nigga that couldn't make her come because he was hurting her, and then she fucking found Deuce nigga, and he was just doing. He was touching them angles, and he was.
I'm gonna patent that by right now. All you little niggas is Deuce niggas from now on.
Whatever. It be working for them. It be working for some of them. Like, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't want to Deuce 5 to 7. I could deal with that. I don't care. Disclaimer. I could deal with the 5 to 7. I want to be a porn star on my man's dick. That's just it.
I hear you. All right, so we gotta change it up in a sense, and because I really feel like a lot of things that affect sex too is just monotony, right? Like it's boring, or it's just the same thing, and there's no flavor to it. And nowadays, especially, we're exposed to so many things. Like I'll be at work sometimes, and I'll be like, "Yo, damn, my computer don't work at work." Like the server be down at work, but my Pornhub and my X videos is never down. So there's too much competition out there in the world every day for sex to be boring.
Nah,
you know what I mean? I'm telling you, I'm being real, and it's true.
But that shit is whack.
It's not. That's not whack. It's the way. It's just reality. The reality is.
All right, elaborate. What do you mean?
You're with your lady, right? And it's your birthday. And what she give you?
Pussy.
All right.
Pussy is not a gift.
So hold on a second. Valentine's Day. I'm gonna buy my lady some things. And what she gonna give me?
A gift.
No, she gonna give me some bucks, right? I'm gonna get some pussy.
I don't know about that.
All right. Then the next big occasion, it's pussy, but it's the same thing. Like,
see,
what I'm trying to say
know
is,
about that.
What I'm trying to say is
that means you don't get pussy on the regular. If you don't get pussy on the regular, then it's a gift. But if you get pussy on the regular, it's not a gift.
But the thing is that you are getting it on the regular, but it's just
not a gift.
It's packaged up like it's something special every time a holiday or a special occasion comes around.
Anal may be a gift.
Right? So
anal, not pussy.
What I'm trying to get at is you're doing the same monotonous thing. We're not even doing it like in different places at different times. It's like monotony is boring, and I think that in general, monotony is boring. I think in order for you to have an active and positive sex life, it's important to change it up. Change it up. Do something different. Do it in a different place. Set it up with a different arrangement, because there's too much things out there to distract
dudes. But you just made a reference to porn, right? Yeah. And let's keep it 100. Porn is good to look at, just like niggas be double tapping on all these bitches or whatever the case may be with all these body parts and blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you wife a porn star?
She can be.
Did you wife a porn star?
No.
All right, that's it. Don't say nothing else. So
what you
this
mean,
is
don't say nothing else?
No. I mean, in regards to that question, because this is what it is. Yeah. I feel like dudes be wanting like a homely chick, right? Not necessarily talking about you. I'm talking about dudes in general. They want a homely person. They want somebody nice and quiet and blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of people, if you meet me, I know I'm very boisterous right now on the podcast, but if you look at my Instagram, or if you meet me, or if you see me at work, I'm like totally quiet. So a lot of people are attracted to me because they feel like I'm an introvert and I'm a nice person. I wear glasses, or what, I'm a nerd. I'm blah blah blah, whatever. But I'm wild spicy, right?
But there's nothing wrong with that. So
no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that if you pick someone based on these attributes, and then you expect them to be the latter, and it doesn't work that way.
No one is one dimensional.
Some people are.
If you heard about, we talk about the lady in the streets and the freak in the sheets. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
But some people are one dimensional.
Don't bring that boredom into your bedroom.
So once again, we talked about this whole having a conversation thing with the whole who is she the man of the house thing in the second episode or whatever the case may be. And I feel like this is another topic that you have to talk about before you get involved with someone. And then niggas gotta stop lying, because we gotta talk about what's really like the definition of a freak, right?
Yeah.
Because I definitely started talking to somebody at one point, and some was like, "Yo, I'm a freak. Like, I'm a freak. Like, yo, Domo, I'm a freak. Like, I do this, I do that. I'm a freak." Yeah. And I'm like, "Yo, you a freak?" And he like, "Yeah, I'm a freak." And this time it was in the beginning, so I'm still acting shy and shit or whatever. So we Netflixing and chilling and shit or whatever, and we chilling, and he, you know what I mean? We vibing out, and son doing one or two little things or whatever. I'm like, "Oh, he could." I'm like, "Oh, he a freak." I'm like, "He a freak." Come lo and behold, like,
so, I mean, listen,
son was no freak, like yo,
So
I'm like, yo,
what makes a dude a freak? Because
that's what I'm saying. We got to define it because he was no freak. Like maybe he felt like licking box was being a freak, or maybe he felt like doing it on a couch was being a freak. But that's not.
So that's what I'm trying to say, because it varies, right? It varies because what might be the norm for you might be the extreme for someone else.
Conversation needs to be had.
This is 2020. If you ain't eating box and you ain't, sucking toes and all that shit, then you probably not a freak. Not probably, you definitely not a freak, because who is not doing that these days? I don't understand.
I mean, the sucking toes thing, that's not really a given, but like oral sex is pretty standard.
Niggas that eat a whole ass before they eat breakfast. So
that's a definite pickup line, yo. Like niggas definitely, they be like, yo, I'll eat your ass, man. I'd be like, wow.
So that's what I'm saying.
Dirty mouth. You need an orbit. That's what you ever seen that commercial, dirty mouth? Yeah. You need a fucking orbit, you little dirty mouth nigga.
So nowadays, it's like, if you're not falling into that category of doing those things, I don't even think you fall into the category of freak. I think, though, the bigger your appetite, the farther you're willing to go with your partner, that kind of defines your level of freakdom. Because, like, are you open to trying new things? Because a lot of people say they're freaks, but then they're only going to eat the box, or they're not gonna try a toy in the bedroom, or
it was a dub for that. Like,
so it's like, if you're not open-minded, then I don't think you could even think about or saying that you're a freak. You know what I mean? You're gonna say, nah, you don't want your lady to do this, or, you know what I mean? Like, you can't call yourself a freak then if you got certain limitations.
And y'all deuce niggas, right? Because that's what he call y'all. And I'm not even. I'm a woman, and I'm telling you, it don't even matter what he thinks, right? Because you still get asked, even if shorty is not a repeat offender, you still beat, and that's a fact. Like, I don't care. Like, we might say it didn't happen, but to y'all it happened. If it happened, it happened. But if shorty wants to introduce toys, don't be like insecure about it. Like,
I mean, how you gonna help that though? I mean, some guys are just. Listen, first of all,
don't be insecure. Let her bring the toys, especially if she's feeling you.
Give me a little like 30 seconds right here. I don't care what you said about your 5 to 7. These deuce niggas is insecure. I'm telling you, they know. You think they don't? They got X videos and
they've been living with it their whole life.
So they know that they not bringing no heat to the table. They know that they not packing, and I don't care what they say or what females say. It's the motion in the ocean and all that shit.
It is the motion in the ocean sometimes.
When you show up with your deuce.
All right, what's a deuce? Show me. Like,
I don't
finger.
Know.
I don't show. Like, what's a deuce?
Deuce niggas know, and you know what a deuce is. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what that is.
I don't know what a deuce is.
Dudes. No matter what you want to say, you're gonna have to. There's a standard, right? These dudes that grew up watching Mr. Marcus and Lex
but that's not fucking. That's not real.
It doesn't matter if it's real or not. That's the standard, and they know. And I don't care how many times women will be like, it's the motion in the ocean. You show up with that deuce, she's chuckling under her breath.
Nah, I definitely chuckled at somebody before. So that's why I asked you, what's the deuce? And then when I said the 5 to 7, you was like, ha 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 ha. Like, 5 to 7 is not a deuce.
No, that's not what you said though. Initially, you said
7 and 9, and then I was like thinking. That's why I was like, well, where's the measuring tape?
So 7 and 9. I've read somewhere before
that's the average for a black man.
The average dude, like the average man, is 5 inches.
5 to 7. Then I said 5 to 7.
So that's why when you said 5 to 7, then you know what I mean, you could say, all right, that's a reasonable.
That's
range.
soft or hard though.
Yo, we getting mad graphic.
No, you want to talk about it like, all right, so soft or hard?
I should hope when you packing. Your whole thing should be.
No, we should have had a damn fucking measuring tape. Both of us working. Yo,
I'm not walking around with no measuring tape.
I should have brought it because now we need to really like.
But at the same time, what I'm saying is, like 5 to 7 should be,
average.
I should think, right? And if you fall below that 5. You know what I mean? Shorty's chuckling. And then that's how it is.
Nah, well, I don't know. I never seen... I seen below the 5 one time. And...
See? So this is exactly what happened. So this is why... Listen, let's tell you something.
Nah, that's not what happened. I'm going to tell you the story.
Fellas, look at me.
I do story time.
Listen, listen. If you got your if you know you got to deuce, step everything else up.
When the Henny's in the system.
Step your game up, step your oral game up, step your foreplay game up, step all that up.
It don't even matter though.
Trust me.
No, stop lying.
If you don't, that laugh that you just got just now is what she's taking home of her.
Rick, stop lying. Because, like, nah, if you got a deuce, just kill yourself. Because, like, nah, for real. Like, no. Because
the truth shall set you
because
free.
when I asked you, what do you consider a deuce? I know what I consider a deuce. And I definitely came across a deuce one time or whatever. Yeah. Like, yo, it was crazy because I had, like, just broke up with somebody, whatever. And my old supervisor, she was like, yo, I think you would like this person. Like, you need to meet my, like her husband's friend, right? So she's like, you need to meet this person, whatever. So she set it up. We met, whatever. Son, like, yo, attractive.
Yeah.
Had a lot going for him.
Okay.
Had bread, because you like, had, be good in all these other areas. When I say he had bread, like bread. Yeah. Like, take care of you, bread. Like, stay home. Yeah. I got you, bread. Yeah. And what I was saying, like I said, he was attractive. He had stature. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was like one day was my homegirl's birthday. We all at the club. Everybody getting a little 3 a.m. text. You know what I mean? So everybody doing like the whole drop off after the club. You already know how that go. Girl, drop me at David house. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Whatever. Yo. So I got the drop off. I go chill with son, like whatever. And I'm like, we got the party started again. Pop some Moet. We drinking. We chilling. Whatever. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's a grower. Yeah. Not a shower. Because this is a real thing. Like, ladies, we know this is a real thing. Maybe he's a grower. Deuce. He was a fucking deuce. Yeah. Deuce. Your man had on basketball shorts, no drawers. Yeah. We drinking fucking Moet, like smoking, chilling, whatever. And I mean, like, yo, like we was getting, like, heavy petting, whatever you want to call it. And I mean,
petting. She's aging herself.
I'm aging myself. Yes, I don't care. And yo, when I tell you a deuce, like, remember Howard Stern? You remember that? And they had like they had the contest, like the world. I swear to God, son, I ran out the crib, no shoes on. Like, I swear to God, it was the middle of the winter.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, and this is why. No matter what, the size is always gonna matter.
No, it only matters if you're a deuce.
No, but it does matter. It matters.
Only matters if you're a deuce.
If you're on the small side of the spectrum,
I couldn't even put it in my mouth. Like, there was like nothing. If you're on the small
side of the spectrum, then
there was nothing for me to do.
You're gonna be shamed.
I couldn't even jerk him.
The crazy thing about it is, honestly, I don't even know if there's nothing that you could do about that, because you're just born.
You can't even buy a pump, bro. Like, there's nothing. Like,
if you're born and you got some girth for length, you got. Thank God, because trust me, if you're on the other side of the spectrum, you are gonna get.
Just have money. That's it, and know
you better step your other game up on the other side.
Just have money and know shorty gonna cheat on you. That's it. Like,
all right, So since you mentioned cheating, right? All right. I guess this is kind of a rhetorical question, but how important is paying attention to your partner's needs? So, like, we talked earlier about, the type of sex. It might, you might be digging too deep inside of your shorty or whatever, or you're too rough, or you're not, not enough foreplay or whatever. How do you, reach out to someone that might not be as sexual as you are and communicate, or for them to communicate their needs to you?
Well, me personally, I don't have a problem with communication. So, and that's my problem, I guess, with other people, because to other people who have issues communicating it, I would be really upfront, right? I'm like a little too upfront, because I just feel like if we're partners, I should be able to speak to you like honestly, you know what I mean? So I don't have to pussyfoot around that shit. Yes, I said pussyfoot. Yeah. And
mad old. You got mad old lingo.
I don't have to tiptoe around it. So,
heavy
like,
petting and pussyfooting.
Pussyfooting, yes. I feel like if it's something that I don't like and I want to be with you and I intend on being, I'm gonna say something. But I'm gonna be like, babe, like.
I do feel like that takes time, though. I mean, because the thing about with a lot of relationships, and I'm just guessing here, but usually you meet someone and you are physically attracted to them, and then if you do spend the time to get to know them a little bit, and you do engage, you guys end up having sex or whatever. That first time you have sex usually is that explosive. Everybody got something to prove, and they showing out.
Yeah, niggas be bringing out their A game.
Right, and females too. They give you that bomb in the beginning, right? But that.
No, I'm not one of those though.
I think a lot of that is based on that initial adrenaline rush, right? Like I'm into this person, and that exertion of of hormones just makes it lit that first couple times, right? But then once you start going into it, like, and you really want to seek pleasure, because after that you just go in off the rush, like, you know, you want to. But most, I'm speaking from a man's perspective, the first time you just want to be, and the excitement of just wanting to get it that first time, you know, puts you on a high, right? But then as you start progressing to your relationship,
you get comfortable.
You get comfortable. How do you maintain great sex? Like, you definitely have to have that conversation about it, but then not everyone is comfortable having that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, when I was younger, because we not that old, you know what I mean? So, and like, we obviously, like, not that many relationships. Whatever, he older than me. So, like, we haven't had that many relationships, right? So you shouldn't have that many partners, right? So it's just like, when you were younger, like, sex is different when you're young. Like, yo, you got stamina for days and energy, and then you won't work as hard. Like, back then, we didn't work as hard as we work now. Like, you know what I mean? Because now we have, like, the end goal, and before it was just like, we kind of relaxed, we went to party and shit like that, whatever. So, like, sex was never a problem. It's like, when you get into your 30s now, and niggas gotta wake up earlier than usual and work longer hours, and you have children, and you have other things involved. Like, shit gets kind of crazy, right? And I feel like sometimes women have expectations of men because, truth be told, like, we do, like, have to do certain things, but men kind of have to exert themselves a little bit more than women, right? So we kind of have, like, unrealistic expectations sometimes, because you want them to do certain
things. I'm gonna jump in real fast, because, like, if a woman's not into sex, not into having sex that day, right? You can tell based on maybe her actual feelings and emotions, right? But then she could still get moist and you can have sex. If a dude's not into it, he can't get up, he can't get hard, he can't maybe maintain it for that long period of time. It's a lot of pressure for a man.
Yo, and that fucks with a woman's, like, self-esteem.
But even if that messes, I mean, I'm not even, because I'm not belittling that fact that it messes with a woman's self-esteem, but imagine the pressure on a man to try to please his woman all the time, especially if
her urge.
Yeah, she has a big appetite, right? And he don't have the libido for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of pressure.
Drink up your Guinness, smoke up the chronic. Just not to mind.
So I'm actually gonna use that to segue into telling dudes, yo, keep your diet right. You know what I mean? Try to stay as healthy as possible, because all those things affect your libido. And God forbid you don't want to be in your 30s, 40s, and can't pleasing your girl, having some young boy come through smashing your shorty. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Get your minerals up. Take your vitamins and all that shit, because, you know what I mean? The sex is important, and you don't want to make.
And if the minerals and the vitamins don't work, go see a doctor on the low, for real. You don't got to tell your shorty, but just go make that. I mean, come on, we all got health insurance. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like.
And a lot of dudes are insecure about stuff like that too.
Yo, and I mean, like, yo, it's different, because, like, not everybody you could talk to, but, like, I'm definitely and it's weird, because it's like, now I put out, like, this persona on the podcast, and people, like, been texting me and telling me, like, yo, I know, like, you're super sweet, but, like, when I hear you talk, like, it sounds like you this type of person, like, you would do this and you do. I would never, like, disrespect my mate. Yeah. Like, that's, like, I would never, ever, 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 ever. So if my mate ever had a problem, like, I would want him to come and discuss it with me, because, like, I'm the type of chick I'd be like, all right, cool. Yeah. This is why this is happening. Like, you can't, all right, you ain't get, you know, I wouldn't even be like, you're not getting it up. Like, of course I would speak to him differently or whatever. I'm like, this is why it's happening. All right, boom. I'll research it. I'll make stuff for you. I'll go with you to your doctor. I'll hold your hand. But how is that intimidating? And I'd be like, all right, we don't got to do this, but let's do this.
It's intimidating.
I'll give you alternatives.
Because, and this is a societal pressure, right? You are supposed to please your lady, right? And most dudes, if they got any kind of respect or kind of any caliber to them, they want to please their woman, right?
But if you have an internal issue,
and you're somewhat, whether people want to admit it or not, your masculinity is judged by your libido. You know what I'm saying? And your level of machismo is judged by your libido. So you can't be fucking Captain Musclehead, walking around with your muscles all out and ready to protect your lady. You can't get it hard when it's time.
Not necessarily. That's crazy. Like, I mean, like, if you just started a relationship or you just started dealing with somebody, I'm not gonna sleep with somebody today, and then the next time, then he can't get it up, and then the next time he can't get no. But if we're in a long-term relationship and it's definitely a problem, I'm concerned, man, and I really want to know what's going on, and I'll be there for you. I will. I'm not a fronter.
Oh my God.
I'm not going there. I'm not, because then I do story time, but I'm not gonna do story time on this. Like, nah. No, I'm not.
You know why you're a fronter?
Why?
Because you're a Caribbean woman, man.
I love to fuck. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
But
so how can't get hard?
No, I love it. But if my personal man that I'm in a relationship with has an issue, we're gonna deal with that, and we're gonna find alternatives.
We're gonna deal with it with Joe fucking Grind. That's what we're gonna deal with it with.
No. Yo, he's a fucking liar.
Boyfriend number two. That's
boyfriend number two. No, I would never. No. If I have a man, like that's my bona fide man. Yeah. Shut up. You know. I'm saying shut up. You know. If I had a man, I'm going to fucking worry about him. I'm gonna care about him. We're gonna try everything before. Then, if we tried every fucking avenue, then Joe Grind. But then not even Joe Grind. Son is out. No, because you know I'm out. I'm not fucking with son, because I'm be like, yo, this happened. I can't fuck with him no more. Because that's the last straw. Because you know, women will take a lot from a man. But then if you take exactly. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like we take a lot. Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. So if he fucking up on this, and we can't fuck, nah. Like that's.
Listen.
That's the last straw.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So men and everyone out there, don't let them tell you size is not important or stamina is not important, because all that shit is important. They just gas it in and try to be politically correct.
You just don't have to be a porn star. Don't watch ego. X vids, my man, and fucking get pointers. Cause no, and then that spitting shit. Let me talk about that.
Don't you talk about spitting?
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna talk. We gonna talk about spitting right now, because like I don't know why dudes watch pornos and feel like they're gonna get like fucking pointers from this shit.
Why not?
Because like no. It's not a tutorial, because that's a tutorial just to bang away and do dumb shit. Like
all kinds of different.
No, I don't want. Like I don't want you to. Don't spit in my vagina.
Shout out to the good people at X videos.
Don't spit in my vagina. Don't. It's disgusting. There's lube. Don't be a cheapskate. Water-based lube exists. Buy the shit. There's sex stores everywhere. Babeland like has a couple of fucking stores. You could order it on fucking Amazon right now. You could get a 2-day Prime, bro. Listen, do not spit. That's so nasty.
That's freak shit right there.
No, it ain't freak shit. That's that nasty cheap shit. Like no. Don't spit in my vagina. I don't want you to spit in my vagina. I don't want you to spit in my vagina. If we're using a condom and I don't want your bodily fluids in me, why would I want you to fucking spit in my vagina?
That's freak shit.
No, I don't want you to spit in my vagina. Don't do it. That's disgusting. It's not lube.
Don't be squirting all over my shit. What the women be? What is that? Is that pee?
The question of the fucking day. What is that? Bro.
So I'm gonna tell you something. Honestly, honestly, like, I don't know what that confused. Is, right? And it freaks me out.
Freaks me out
because we don't know. That's a mystery liquid.
It's a mystery
because it don't look like pee.
It doesn't smell like pee.
It doesn't smell like, but it's not cum.
And it feels like, as a woman, I'm gonna tell you, it feels like you're peeing, right? It just feels like it's just like, yo, son, I'm about to. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I want to get a mirror one day. Like one day, but you be like all over the place. So you can't be like, yo, bring the mirror. Like I want to get a phone. Like I want a phone because I really want to see like what hole is it coming from. Like I really want to know.
The only thing about squirt, and from a guy's perspective, is that it kind of gives you a rush when you know you made a female squirt. Right, because then once you do that, it's almost like you want it to happen.
But are you really doing it though?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
This is like some alien shit. Nobody knows where that shit comes from. Is it? And if you've seen porn, that should be all over the place. It's like a water fountain.
But them bitches be high on everything, and they be getting fucked from now until Sunday.
But it happens, right? And we don't know where it is, what it is, and it looks. If you watch X videos or something like that, it looks endless. It's almost like, or is this bitch getting dehydrated?
I don't even like watching that squirting shit. I'm gonna talk about my personal shit. Like, I was scared when it first happened. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm telling you, it felt like a rush. Like, if I had to pee, and the shit just like came out, and I was just like, oh my god, like and I was just like apologizing to son, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and it was just like it just kept on, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Then you putting
I'm like, did I pee on this guy? But then I didn't smell it. Like, it was clear, and like it was like all over the sheets, and it didn't smell, and it was
forensics,
like, it was clear.
Was supposed to put a white light on the room. This should have looked like the disco with all that shit all over the place.
I don't know what it is. We need to look it up. We should have did this before the episode because I don't know what it is either. But I don't think that it's a guy thing. I know, like, I don't know.
I don't know
because they like if you see it in the porn, like that shit be happening on like.
Yeah.
Like, so some people know how to like chime in and fucking control it. Me personally, you know I don't know.
It's techniques to doing all this stuff. At the end of the day, sex is important, right? And it's important to trial, you know, to be open and have different approaches to things because monotony is not the way these days. You gotta mix it up. You gotta communicate with your partner. You gotta let them know how you feel about certain things. And be open to what their approach is on sex or whatever. And all this stuff, you know, is coming up to Valentine's Day and all that. Yo, not for nothing. Dudes, get tested and make sure you're comfortable when you're having sex. Because there's nothing like having sex with a clear mind. Because, like, if you're not having sex on a clear mind and you wondering if shorty burning, then you probably shouldn't even be going there. So, I mean, I guess the whole moral of the story is, no matter what kind of sex you're having, be safe with it.
I mean, safety is definitely a thing. And then, like, having that like you said, communication, have that talk. And niggas, stop lying about being freaks if you're not a freak, bro. Because, like, that shit is, like, mind-boggling to me. Like, yeah, it's a whole discussion that needs to be had. And fuck your oh, it's my machismo. Yo, you a freak, you a freak. If you not a freak, just say I'm not a freak.
And be able to, you know, everything now is about maturity. It's crazy because, like...
And don't be asking bitches to suck your dick if you don't eat pussy. Like, that shit is whack. Like, yo, who does that?
Well...
Caribbean niggas, like, stop. Like, that shit is whack. No, no, you first.
It's 2020 and people still
you
caught
first.
Up on that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Old niggas. Old niggas still caught up on
you
that.
First.
Because these young boys be going wild.
You first.
They don't care about nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, get tested. You know what I mean? Make the sex not just about you. Have that communication with your partner. Establish those parameters so you can explore it on a vast level and not just be limited. And you know what I mean?
And another thing, yo, if y'all know about something other than magnums for the, you know, the 7 to 9 and maybe over, you know, inches, hit us up in our DM and let us know. Because like,
listen, none of you niggas don't hit me up. I'm telling you
hit me in my DM because I would love to know. Because like personally, I think the skins, right? You know, like I like the skins, right? But like the regular magnums, like yo. We all could like agree to disagree, but the smell and the thickness is just kind of whack. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's needed. We need it.
Of course, safety is paramount.
But if you know something else for the 5 to 7, the 7 to 9, right?
7 to 9.
For the 7 to 9 inchers, yeah, let me know.
So hold on, we got the deucers.
I don't,
the 5 to 7s.
The deuces use them free shits at the clinic.
Shaw's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Nah, the deuces use the free shit at the clinic.
The little dudes, the 5 to 7 are the average dudes, the 7 to 9ers.
The 5 to 7 could use the Magnum skins.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But the 7 and 9ers and the past the 7 and 9ers, the Magnums be whack, yo. But it's needed.
Listen, safe sex is paramount. That's all we're saying. So, what's the moral of the story with this whole thing is the sex thing? Because it's Valentine's Day.
Sex is important.
Sex is important.
And box is not a gift. Buy your nigga a gift, bro. That shit is whack.
Yeah, absolutely. Buy him a gift. Buy your man a gift.
Buy him a gift.
And don't be trying to,
not a gift.
Don't be trying to throw
anal
me,
is though.
Don't be trying to throw me the same box you threw me for Christmas.
You know what you do? Buy the water-based lube, not the spit, and then give him the anal, ladies.
I'm spitting. I'm
relax
you
those
know right
muscles.
now. I don't care nothing what you just said. I'm spitting. I'm a spitter, and I'm gonna continue to spit because that's just my level of freakdom that I be on.
That's that X-Vid shit. They be lying to y'all niggas. I watch a lot of porn, and I'm spitting. Right? We don't like it.
I got time for that. You know, you gotta get up out the bed to go get lube.
When you eating pussy, you don't gotta spit on it. Like this is like There's a clitoris. I'm gonna make a diagram for you. Listen,
you gotta get up.
That's why bitches be going to the other side. You ever notice there's like a high rate of bisexual chicks these days? Yeah. Why? Because bitches eat pussy better than niggas.
But they don't do. They getting lube. Females?
No, they not getting.
That's what I'm trying to say. Because they don't break their stride.
You know why they not getting lube? Because they know how to eat pussy.
I guess. Well. Moral of the story is sex is important.
It's very important.
And, have that communication with your partner and establish your parameters. Go out there and have safe sex.
Yes.
Royal and Ratchet Podcast, y'all.
Episode 5.
How important is sex?
Very important.
Hit us up on IG and all major podcast platforms. We lit.
We lit.
All right.